We're doing it, guys. Let's go. Okay, let's get this out. Okay, so I will assume that people are actually catching me like just fine. I'm gonna do a few things. I'm gonna change that. Put it here. Put this other guy here. Ouch. This position, I am not sure where to put this, man. Do I still have my, oh, for God's sake. This isn't good. Alright. We're gonna begin soon-ish. Oh, there it is. That actually is the wrapping paper that I want. Hey, Turkey Z, how are you doing? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna plug in TGM2 because, hi again, Pipe Pusher. How are you doing? We're back. How are you still doing? I'm gonna get tap in there because really, I also need some like huge preparation for. Not too bad. S2 in TI and S3 in TAP. That's very nice. S2 in TI? Shiraz? Oh, Master. Okay. Yeah, see, that's pretty nice, actually. Yes. This is the flag. Unplug the TV. Unplug the laggy TV that was used for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Plug the real TV in there. This ad? Oh, laggy ad. Oh, I need an additional thing actually. I forgot about one essential thing. Is that I need I need to plug this. Okay, so I still need to capture the device, but that should be like, shouldn't be this much of a problem. I just need the female adapter, which is around the corner. 4 calls and a regret. That's pretty nice. What level did you top out? Alright, this is getting serious. There we go. Boom. This little guy, I'm gonna plug it into my little VGA thingy thingy, and like that. I should have capture very soon. I will call TGGC very soon and see how it goes. It's not gonna be like a conventional show me your videos kind of episode, because it's gonna be a bit different. Supposed to have a little bit of warm up and play a little bit of play some games a little bit, and then actually apply the kind of analysis of the games and how like stuff was supposed to work. So I'm gonna check if capture works properly. It's very likely that it will not. Well, there will be a few problems here and there. Okay. Turn the TV on, and we'll very soon be live. Of my bongos. This looks cool. This looks okay. As usual, the face cam is kind of hard to adjust. Should be good. Alright. Ooh, something is not right at all. Something isn't right. Actually, part of it is explainable by the fact that the output is not correct. Should be on this TV. Wow, okay. So, you guys are not actually catching properly my output, which actually is pretty normal. Let me just double check. This. No. VGA. Yes, VGA. That's how it works. Phew. That sounds good. Good, good, good. Yeah. We kind of messed it up. Alright, should begin soon. Alright. Good start. I think I'm on time, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I'm really good on time. Ugh. Yeah, it's been a long time since I actually played. Yeah. I need to be on shape because there's an event and I said I would play Death. And I spent too much time on stream being a total idiot trying to get Master K on TI. Well, hey SM. Okay, so one more game. I'm really, I have lost my touch, which is not good, because considering how many like games of TGM3 that I've played, I should be able to get something decent. Let's go for 500. Ugh. Wow. Time is very good, so I should really not manlock anymore. Ah! Yeah, it's hard to play after it's hard to play death mode after having played TI for so long. But I don't know. It's like you play fast one game, then the other game should play fast too, right? It's kind of weird, really. In any case, I think I'm gonna begin with the like main dish of tap. Oh, something fell. I'm gonna call TGGC, and we're gonna have some serious action going in there. So the goal of it is just to, like, we each play our games and then we see a bunch of stuff that needs explaining. It's supposed, like, eventually the discussion will revolve around what it takes to actually get a GM in TGM1. The reason I have TAP is really because I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to take the other one. But in any case, I'll get to TGC on Skype, unless we actually have frame drops. Frame drops? Anyone? You guys okay? Maybe I should actually switch back to TGM1. I can like literally do that very easily. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna switch back to TGM1. Should be fine and easy to do. Let's go to the Cave of Wonders. Just take this guy out and alright. Alright. Seems to work. Yeah, just take the volume up by a bit. And let's call TGGC. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I already played some games.
Alright. So
Didn't
did
tune me
I.
out so far.
Yeah, I did play a little bit of Death. So I actually switched back to TGM1, and I guess I should well, briefly explain. But TGM1 is the first installment of the TGM series, which is an amazing info. The thing it also does is it has one main mode, and this mode actually offers the grade of GM. And we're gonna kind of play some games, I guess, and see like what it takes to actually have a GM. Um, so I guess I should introduce you, TGGC. When did you start, by the way? You started 6 months ago or a year ago?
No, it's like more like a year ago, I guess.
Okay.
11 months or something. I don't have the exact
Oh,
time.
yeah, it was around AGDQ 2015, if memory serves.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And so you are getting close, I should say, to the TGM1 GM grade, which is the highest grade in
Yeah,
the game.
at least I hope so.
Yeah, I personally hope so too. So we'll actually see. Uh, okay. So what are you supposed to do? Should I play first, or do you want to play first?
Yeah, maybe we can just talk
Oh yeah,
some
sure.
points I wanted to ask you. If
Yeah,
you're okay with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, uh, your current goal is to go below 10 minutes, and mine is to go below 13:30. So that's already a big difference. So do you think you have a special global strategy you try to how you lower your time, and or is it totally different for me? Should my goal be totally different than yours currently?
Yeah, I would say your goal should be different than mine. When it comes to getting it like under 10 minutes, it depends. It depends what kind of strategy you have in mind. But mine is really not safe at all. Generally, when I play TGM1, I take a lot of risks, and if I were to go like under 13 minutes and 30 seconds, I would have a much more conservative strategy. That is pretty much the big difference between like TGM1 and the other games. It's that you can play the game like it is possible to consistently get GM, which is not the case on the like later versions of the game. It is, however, extremely hard to speed run it in a way that keeps consistent. That's pretty much it. Most of the time, you'll see me take a lot of like very crazy risks, and especially in the like first 300 levels of the game, I will actually put myself in a position where I don't want to suffer from the lack of gravity. So
Yeah.
I will stack very high up, and that can actually be like a real problem. Uh,
Yeah, I think that's something I also have problems right now.
hmm.
So because surviving to 300 or 500 isn't that hard, but if you try to also do the time and the score requirements,
Yeah, the time requirement is
that's
a
where
real problem.
screw up currently a lot.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
so it's like only in one of 10 games or something I managed to get to 500 with. So
Oh, with
either
all the
I die or
requirements.
I do a mistake in like somewhere, and then I'm too slow, or I don't have the score.
Yeah, it's really hard. Well, what I tried doing, like eventually, that's where it actually like gets back to the actual GM like average game, is I try to do as many Tetrises as possible, uh, and that is very good because that fills like all the score constraints and all the time constraints as well. Because doing Tetrises is really like a huge time save compared to doing a lot of singles because of the line animation that we actually see on stream. It's just like that little animation
Yeah,
of line clear is I think 0.8 seconds, uh, which is very very slow.
yeah. I find it very hard to know when to clear your mistakes, which takes a lot of
Mm,
time for me, or when you have just ignore one or two mistakes and then keep pushing, and
yeah,
just
I had that
just try
same
to clear
problem.
them later, or just ignore them till the end of the game.
Yeah, I had that problem a lot of times when I began. Nowadays, especially with TI, the only solution that I found is just uh, if there is a mistake, then I have to clear it. I have to just make it so that it never bothers me again. Um, and that is not a very good thing in TGM1 because you kind of want to like know when some holes are really a problem and just like deal with like not deal with it, but you know just leave those holes be. Um, it really depends. I remember I had the same question as yours when I began playing TGM because that's really a problem. The thing that I eventually did is, as long as the holes are to the sides, then I'm not in trouble. I could keep like with those holes in the sides, and eventually they'll get corrected. Which is really not the case of a hole in the center. So whenever there's a hole in the center, I slow down as much as possible, and I don't stop until the hole is actually like fully recovered. That's a brief outline of how I would recommend that people deal with mistakes on the field. Um, that's maybe we could like eventually it depends on case by case analysis, which
Yeah.
yeah, that's like the worst thing, and that's the
Also,
most
if
prevalent.
if if I have too many holes, I also lose track of them a bit, and then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I try to do a line clear, and then oh, there was a hole that this line clear couldn't work, and now everything is much worse than
Oh yeah,
before.
yeah,
So especially if they some are on the left and some are on the right side, you just keep playing
yeah,
like
and
this,
you
and
have to
then
look.
you oh I
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're
overlooked
looking at
something, and then
yeah,
no, it
yeah, yeah.
doesn't work out.
It's really hard. That is the worst. That is the like that is the most complicated thing I would say when it comes to TGM because
So for some time I try to play, keep all holes on one side. Try to not make a hole on, and it works out as long as you don't do a misdrop. But when you do one, then the strategy breaks together, and
yeah, everything.
then
Yeah, nothing works
like
anymore.
you collect like five holes on one side, which isn't a problem. But then you add one on the other side, and then you can't clear them.
Yeah, yeah, that's really a problem. I I remember I had problems like these quite a number of times, even
So
nowadays.
it's not a strategy you can like use globally.
No, I wouldn't advise to do so because whenever there is like a perturbation or a misdrop, as you said, it gets nuts because it's really hard to keep track of everything at the same time. The best thing is really sometimes you just have to read really well stuff on the left side. If I place the stuff on the left side and stuff on the right side will change and whatnot, and just have to keep track of everything. Just read from left to right if it will indeed solve a few solve the holes or actually create some other holes to the whole thing. But yeah, that's that's really a thing that demands a lot of practice and experience on the matter. And that's the unfortunate thing. All the rest of it can really be summed up like a few words, or well, this one can be summed up as few words. It's like if it is a hole in the center, then it's really bad. If it's a hole to the sides, then there's nothing a little bit of reading and forethought can't solve. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's pretty much everything I have to say for the hole solving strategies. Do you have like any other questions about?
Yeah, another thing is the level stop. Do
Mhm.
you have a special strategy? Are you starting to count them? Like, if you see it's now like 280, and then you start counting to know when you have to clear it, or do you have the skills to look at it every time you want? Because
Uh,
I can look sometime and then I see it, but then I forget about it. Kind of,
yeah.
if the situation gets more complicated or something, then I can't look every 5 levels to
Yeah,
see
the
it.
main problem is when you're in a bad situation, you have to focus on the field, and when that happens, for me personally, I can't look at the level counter. I really cannot. I can't even memorize anything. I'm just it takes a lot of brain space to actually think of the level stops, which eventually means that I get level stopped quite a bit. Even to this day, I can lose like 10 or 15 seconds or maybe 20 seconds because of level stopping, which is a shame, really, because
Yeah, it's for you. It's no problem to get GM if you mess one up, but if you try to go for 10 minutes, then
yeah, if I
big
want to go for
problem.
10 minutes, it's really not nice to see that because every section is really trying to like the first 2 or 3 sections you are like 3 minutes and something seconds. In every section you have to be under a minute to just like get back to where you were like originally and actually finally make it like, less than a minute for each section. And when you get level stopped and that section was 1 minute and 5 seconds, you're like, I
Yeah,
can't do it. It's just
it's
like it's endless. I'll never do
yeah,
it.
it's something for me like currently I'm very close to 1330.
Yeah,
So if something like this happens to me, I'm
it
already
also is a problem for you.
uh,
Yeah,
to to uh, to do this time.
yeah. It can really be a problem. That's when my stack is in control, I barely count at like 580 or 590. 580 is when I start stacking up, and then I start counting from something 95 all the way up to something 99, because X95 is where if I see a line piece in the preview and I can do a Tetris, then I have to do it. That will take care of the level stop. If it is higher, then obviously. And from there, I start counting from a Tetris to a triple to a double to a single clear, and then
Oh, okay.
eventually just try everything that kind of works. Uh, and I look like each time I'm actually counting in my head, I look at the piece and I'm like, can I do what is needed from that? And if so, I should do it right now. And if not, then wait till I see the next piece. That's pretty much how I work with the level stopping.
Yeah. And do you stack up at other times than in the 300 sections to get more points or something?
Uh, I don't really go for like points are like a good
Or
indicator.
is it after 300 you can just go as low as possible all the time?
Yeah, pretty much. After 300, it's not really relevant to go as high as possible. So that's pretty much when I can start relaxing personally, because this is where it gets much more like 20G friendly. Uh, but really, the big that's pretty much it. The big problem after it becomes how to deal with the randomizer, which is really not so nice in TGM1.
Yeah. And do you have some moves you don't like to execute? So my move I don't like to execute is if you have on the left side,
Mhm.
like four rows a bit lower,
Yeah.
and you have to put an eyepiece on the left side. And you have to
So you have to
tap
synchro.
twice and
Yeah.
rotate it. So
Yeah, you have to
if
rotate.
it's really bad, it doesn't after the rotation it doesn't drop down. So you have to move it another piece or another row. So
Yeah, or else the
before
line piece
it
might get
resets.
stuck. I don't know how you do it. Do you try to rotate it at the exact frame where the line piece goes to the left side, or do you?
No. What I'm currently trying.
Mhm.
So in the beginning, I tried like tap, rotate, tap.
Yeah,
But then I found out a better way to do this is tap, and
yeah.
then tap and hold and rotate, and then let the dust kick in.
Oh yeah. That's better actually. Yeah, that is a better solution.
I also did it like 1 or 2 times with the rotation at the right moment, but it's very hard to do. So it often ends up without rotated at all.
Yeah, it's really hard.
So and in most situations you don't want to risk that.
Yeah, but it kind of demands that you double tap, which is not so bad in TGM1. So, but I can understand the problems that arise from that.
Yeah, but if it doesn't drop down after the rotation, it's not doable with tap rotate tap for me. So
Yeah.
I'm too slow for that, I guess.
Yeah, it demands a bit of practice. It's kind of a tricky situation. The moves that I really don't like are triple rotates because they have like a very precise timing. And in TGM1 with a little additional input lag, it tends to mess me up. I'm sorry, just reading JB Rams and a bunch of people in here. Hey everyone, by the way. In 777 best recorded video, he pushes 300 to 500 pretty high, but I think it may have just been the situation. Yes, that's possible that it's situation dependent. There's like you gain a little bit of time if you make it go pretty high, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, sometimes the line piece really doesn't come, so it can be very situational. The 300, 500 onwards kind of behavior. Oh, by for sure. Do you have other questions or like to?
No, I think that's all the things I wanted to talk about a bit.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
what I think is interesting. Maybe you have something interesting you want to say. Whether it's about getting to GM or getting below 10 minutes.
I guess getting GM could be interesting. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try showcasing a video because I'm actually well not sure exactly what kind of problems can arise in any sort of like in a 1330 play. I remember I had a lot of problems, but they're very dependent on the player and how he actually deals with some situations.
So now, how long ago did you got GM in TGM1, or did you first GM in another?
So my TGM, like the first time I played TGM1, I actually played the clones of TGM1, and it took me
Yeah,
about
okay. Let's say it's all the same.
yeah.
If it's a good clone, and it doesn't matter if you do it in
Well,
clone.
TGM like Textmaster, it took me about 1.5 years actually trying to get GM on TGM1. And the main problems that I had were really correcting mistakes, and I had a lot of problems with the speed as well. The way I was stacking was absolutely unsafe, and I was making a lot of holes in the center, which made like a lot of the games very inconsistent. So that's kind of a problem that you wanna kind of go around eventually, especially in TGM1, because it's really possible to be very consistent and not have a lot of problems. So yeah, that's pretty much that. After that, it kind of was well, I wasn't very interested in TGM1, so I switched back to other gameplays. I've always been very interested in the TGM3, all the mechanics and such. So I kept going for it, and then eventually I eventually I guess I like to tap better, and I went for it. So yeah, TGM1 I did not practice this game a lot. The main problem that I have nowadays is my pre-20G section. Really gets it can get very slow. I can have a lot of level stop, and most generally what happens is I die. Which is not good when you're playing TGM1 because quite obviously that means you get pretty much nothing.
Yeah, if you want to improve your time, you have to.
Yeah, the best thing I think the best thing in TGM1 that for a player is consistency, and I lack a lot of consistency because I'm really forcing it too much. So I should rather have a more consistent play. Maybe I can play like a game. I can share the screens on Skype so you can watch the game without the horrible delay, so that I can explain a little bit some of the like fundamentals when it comes to solving holes and solving mistakes. I'll create a bunch of mistakes, sometimes intentional, sometimes unintentional, and you'll see.
To me, you are the master of overhangs.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm flattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Your solution to every problem is to make a clever overhang. And
yeah, it tends to happen.
Like
yes.
Always have a way to solve them afterwards.
Yeah, that like I am convinced that there's a simple move available at all times. It's not always the case, I guess. Sometimes there are very there are giant exceptions, I guess, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it just means that you've missed something kind of simple, I guess.
So your strategy would be to make a overhang instead of a more complex move.
Generally, I either do an overhang or the best thing, I guess, is really trying to clear as many singles as possible. A lot of times, when you have holes to the left and to the right, as long as you read it properly, there are a lot of things you can accomplish with that. Because the traditional moves that you're thinking of will work, but sometimes even like very unconventional moves will solve holes to the left or to the right in a way that you didn't like originally think of, and that could that actually solves a lot of the problems. So I think I'm gonna misdrop here like that, which is really bad because now I have a hole in the center, and that's like you really don't want that. So in this case, I could try that. That is a way to solve it. Oh, and I got extremely lucky, so I'm gonna do another misdrop. This one is actually kind of easy because now I could have either put a line piece or I could do this, and this actually solves it quite instantly. So there's a bunch of mistakes that can actually be solved. For that, you really have to see how many rows off the right you are. In this current situation, then I know I can make a line clear with this, and there's all those little moves that work really well. And what helps me a lot in this case is the fact that my stack is really high on the left side, and that is very important because that ensures that I don't have to look to the left side. I can only look right, and everything I do.
If you know there's no hole in there.
Exactly. If I know there is no hole in there, that makes it significantly easier. So that's the first thing. That's not good. That I actually I saw no other choice than to put the Z, and the green Z is really not nice. Now this is kind of a situation where I could continue, but I really don't feel comfortable, so I'm going to try unburying that hole. Well, there's a bunch of double clears in there. It eventually gets kind of technical, but the thing that really, if I see something that I don't like, I can put it to the right in color lines. And the rest of it, all the things that I really want to take care of, I will put them on the left side. I will make sure that my left side is as clean as possible in this case. And that actually becomes quite a bit hectic. Like at this point, I really wanted the block to do that, because that actually frees the hole on the center. Anything that solves the hole in the center, I will look through the 7 tetraminos, and I will just keep them in mind really hard, so that whenever, like, if there are 2 tetraminos that can solve that can solve the situation, then it's good. It could be better, like, definitely. If it's 3, then that is perfect. Because if it's 1 piece, then you are at risk of getting a drought, which means the the line piece doesn't come or something, and that becomes in TGM1 there are a lot of them, and like, of course they will happen when you need those pieces the most, because that's how it works, I guess. There's some sort of I don't know, devilish algorithm.
So, do you think a lot about the history?
I tend to think about the history, but my main reasoning is as long as it's 2 blocks, then I should be fine. 3 is perfect, and that's in cases like these. That is essentially what I think generally.
So it doesn't matter if those 2 blocks are in the history currently or not?
No, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes...
So the only rule I made up for myself is if you play currently the let's say the J, then the J won't probably come for some time, so don't place it so you need another J.
I tend to think of that for like situations that are more of a branch, such as I'm gonna try making a situation, but if there's, like, you know, maybe the J or maybe the L can fit in, and you know, I will kind of influence that if I. It's kind of hard to think of, but there are some situations where you could put a line piece to the left or to the right of a hole, and that will make you need a J or an L later. And for that, I actually keep the history in mind, but I don't do that a lot of times. So that's another mistake. I guess I should have solved it by putting the purple S, but so this is where it gets kind of technical, because there's a bunch of stuff that I could go for. So this is a fine example. I could have used the line piece there to solve that little hole, but I actually went for something else. And that is very important. I really have to keep in mind the different like solves. And some of them really require you to just study them. It gets boring, but eventually it gets through. This is okay. So I'm gonna misdrop there. Yeah, that's a really, oh my god, that's really nasty. I really don't like that one. So I will have to look for an O or a J. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, the L actually works. Well, I kind of did misread that, but I really wanted to clear the line, so that that is a really horrible situation, because I really want the blue J to come, and if it
Yeah.
doesn't come, then I
Doesn't
will have to. Okay,
Won't come.
so yeah, so it doesn't come. I have to stack over it, and that is really bad because I just made a hole in the center, and that's really problematic. That is like the worst case scenario. This is why I actually waited as long as possible. Okay, so I got extremely lucky, just like right after that. Not really the best choices there to actually get rid of those little things, but it will do. Okay. Yeah, those ones are just they eventually turn into you have to count pretty much. You have some gaps that are 2 wide and some gaps that are 3 wide, and that makes you think of all the tetraminos that can fit in there. For instance, the T can fill a 3 wide gap. The O can, like the O, the S, and the Z can fill 2 wide gaps, and that demands that I have to lay out like all the different like positions and think about how well they can do. I actually had an idea, but it really didn't work out so well. I really didn't want to fill that hole with something else than the Z, because I didn't want to cover up that hole yet, and if I had done that with the S, it would have really prevented me from uncovering that hole. But as it turns out, I really couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, I still tried to get back to the regular like method, even though like my stack is not clean at all. I still want to make the upper part of the stack really clean, so I can still get back to the original method, that is having a very like nice left stack that is upwards. And eventually what happens is, well, I eventually find a chance to bring it back.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I probably wouldn't have tried to solve the last one.
Yeah, but
Just get that.
yeah, see, and this is where it gets like very important to actually do it,
Yeah,
because yeah, that demands a few overhangs. Like for instance, this is bad because I can't actually use the line piece. Oh, actually, I also wanted to move the O block, but didn't.
But if I set out to clear this last hole, it might take another like 100 levels, and then I don't have enough time to do it.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
So I will miss the score in the end, and so it didn't help. So in the end, it doesn't help to clear this last hole.
Yeah, well, it technically could if the thing is, well, first of all, it improved consistency, so that's always a good thing. There are a lot of other like solving skills that you know.
It depends on your goal. If you just want to get better, then solve it. But if your current goal is like getting GM,
Well, I wouldn't say exactly because it can still be like if it just so happens that you solve those holes. So as you've seen, like you know, I'm effectively clearing those little like problematic parts, and I can get back to a situation where I'm more based on well, I can do more Tetrises, and Tetrises actually like give back a lot of well, first of all, they give back a lot of points, but they give back a lot of time.
yeah. But if you completely ignore one hole on the bottom, you can also do Tetris.
Yeah. It's definitely possible. The main thing that you have to ensure is that you have at least 4/4 of the stack for you, because else it becomes like it can become really hectic actually doing any sort of like high scoring techniques like triples or Tetrises. Well, in the previous case, I was really high up, so I really did want to eventually clear that. And that's it.
Yeah, but now it's quite.
Sorry? I seem to have problems actually reaching you. Oh, I don't. Is stream actually? Is stream still here? I'm not sure. Oh. I can. Can you hear me?
So yeah, I'm currently seeing you.
Oh.
What are you doing? Oh, you're playing through the credits currently.
Yeah, that is correct. I finished it.
Well, that's what I'm currently seeing. Oh, okay, now you finished it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, then it's good. I think we got cut off at some point. Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of. I hope it explains a bit better what I was talking about, like correcting a bunch of mistakes here and there. If a hole is in the center, then you have to slow down as much as possible, because very unfortunately, holes in the center mean death most of the time. And even if you don't die, you lose a lot of time. So they pretty much mean that you don't get GM. And that's kind of really the problematic part, especially in 20G. But as long as the holes are to the sides, then there are a lot of things that are possible. I guess.
Yeah, so I guess practicing to remove those holes is a good move.
practicing and just fill the left part. Generally, the left part is best. It depends on the situation, of course. Sometimes it's the right side because it's really so high up in a special circumstance. But one of the two sides, and then the other side, you will clear all the lines. And you should do that only when you've like completely filled the left side. And a limitation would be if the left side is really too messy for the piece that you're currently having. That means that you have to switch to the other side. So that demands that you focus on two different parts. That's kind of the practice part. That's where it gets really problematic. But yeah, TGM1 has a lot of randomness because of the way the randomizer works. So it when you are about to get GM, it has a tendency to be very inconsistent. So sometimes the game is just made to just screw you, and it really doesn't care about you know. You're
So it sees that you're on a good game, and that.
Yeah. It keeps track of how well you're actually doing, and if you're about to get GM, then it just like gives you 3 S's in a row or something. That's really that's really the worst thing. But I really have a lot of problems with this randomizer, and I shouldn't have. I mean, the history system is really like it's really well made. But,
Oh, you wouldn't think that it's so a big difference to TGM2?
Yeah.
Because it's nearly the same thing.
Yeah, really.
So you wouldn't guess that like 6 or 4 does make such a big difference.
Yeah, but it really it makes a huge difference. Actually, in TGM1, you can have like a lot of duplicate pieces. You can have 2 S's in a row or 2 O's in a row. Like at some point during my demo, I had like 3 O's in a row. In tab, that almost never happens. When you see 3 pieces in a row, that is a very extremely rare occurrence. So if it just happens to hose you, then it's really like, it is exceptional. In TGM1, you have to to prepare for that, and that's
but,
really a problem.
But 3 times the same piece is most instance isn't that hard. Like you're waiting for a piece.
Oh yeah. That can be a real problem.
Because most pieces, if they are in a row, they just fit on top of each other. Most of the time. So
yeah, most of the time it's
like
actually
a bit of a tower, but so in most cases you're okay after it.
Yeah. I think something that really helps developing your reading process is big mode, because big mode really demands that you you solve the whole. If you don't solve the whole, you're pretty much dead. And I used to do that from time to time, so maybe it can be like a good training to do like 5 minutes a day or something. Maybe not that much, but
is it also consistently doable, or is it just luck after some point?
There is luck involved. There is luck involved. Like, it is very hard. Like that. Like, this is very bad, actually. I'm supposed to stack on the left side because the right side is much more important. All the pieces are have a symmetry directed towards the right side. So if I'm stacking on the right side, then I'm blocking my way to a lot of options. I can actually kind of compensate. So that is a very commonly seen hole. The O block can fit in there, but the J and the L can as well. And that is very important to just keep in mind. Those three tetraminos, L, J, and O actually fit in there without actually making any giving any problems. Because as I've explained, the drought of the pieces, some pieces won't come, and it's really important to know in the absence of those pieces, which other ones could be a better pick. So big mode really big mode is really nice for that kind of stuff. I think putting the T will be a problem. Yes, it will be a problem. It would have been a problem anyways, but so I'm gonna try putting the hole to the right. I don't want to put the O block on the center of it, because that will create a hole in the center, and really that you don't want that. Put the S. Okay, so this is where it's really not good at all. There are several options. I could do that. I think I'm gonna go for that actually. And then the other guy I will also put towards the side. And this is where it's very dependent, because yep, I was about to put it on the third column, but that would have really been a problem with the Z. Big mode kind of makes you more aware of that. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, I've got that is so lucky actually. Especially when you see a T-spin hole, you're thinking, oh, only the T fits in there, but the J and the L can also do can also be very good for that. Okay. So yeah, just 1 or 2 games of big mode can really help you in the long run. Actually improving that little consistency with solving holes. So I'm actually getting back on a kind of normal position, and I don't know if it's me, but I'm really not having. I'm really having problems dealing with this randomizer. Oh, okay, so this is much better. I can actually stack on the left side and clear some lines as soon as possible. Yeah, that is very good. That was actually very good. I didn't do a very good job. Double. Yeah, and I don't want to use the line piece there. I really want to solidify the left part of the field again. It's very tempting to free the well, but really just sometimes just have to keep the same strategy over and over, and eventually this is actually a very good run. I'm surprised I'm surprised it's actually going this well. I thought I would have died at like 100 or something. I'm also getting slightly lucky with those like randomized. So in this case, stacking on the left side.
You scolded it so much.
Yeah.
So.
So
just wanted to be nice once.
Yeah, exactly. It's big mode, so it's like it doesn't give a damn. You can have whatever you want. So as I've explained, like sometimes it depends on the circumstance.
I should play it a bit. Yeah, I played it some games, but it was long ago. So maybe it's. I should start again playing it a bit.
Yeah. Here, history kind of matters.
It will be a completely different thing now, I guess.
Yeah, it would be very different.
What I learned so far.
Yeah, you shouldn't play it too much because it has a tendency to give you bad habits regarding like how much you should hope for the randomizer to give you what you want, or looking excessively at the history. That is not like in the long run. You really don't use all those tools, but you use a few of them, especially looking at the next piece and seeing like how much you should be good for like what you're actually doing. In some cases. Oh man, 2 S's in a row is really a problem in big mode. Oh, okay, kind of lucky there. Yeah. So sometimes just stack on the right side, like I'm just doing right now, and that then you try clearing some. That was a mistake. I should have put it on the right. I think this is the beginning of the end because this is where I actually can't keep up with the like reading the stuff. And that actually like the gravity is pretty nuts. So yep, no, I can't. Yeah, all right, that kind of you know, once or twice. Well, you know, that run was like 6 minutes. You could do like 1 or 2 runs. For the day, and then just stop at this level. There is a lot of luck involved in big mode. If you get like 3 S's in a row, it pretty much equals death. So yeah, that's the problematic part of big mode. But, yeah. JB Rams that says tell that to Sal. Yeah, ACL. I think he also has inconsistent, like he has inconsistency problems with big mode. I haven't seen him play a lot of big mode, but yeah. JB Ram says I try not to stack at all if I can in big mode. So his big mode style is radically different than mine. But I kind of the way I play it, it's kind of a exercise to solve like some of the mistakes in a regular play. I'm guessing a lot of big mode players would be would really not play it the way I play it, especially since my scores are really not that high compared to Salt's. But yeah. That's a nice little exercise, I think. All right. Yeah, Sal SAL has actually cleared the Absolute Plus big mode, TGM2 big mode. And that's really nuts.
Yeah, I think I saw some.
Yeah,
video.
You saw that.
It was like magic to me.
Yeah, it's same. I don't
10
understand.
10 months ago, like, oh, I'm dying after 50 pieces or something. There's no way you can do this. So someone.
Yeah. At first you're thinking, what man, it's just impossible. You can't possibly like even get to 300. So if someone gets to 300, that's like really nice. And then you see people actually completing it and then having the credit wall and actually completing the credit wall, and you're like, that is just absolutely nuts. That is wild, yeah. So that's kind of it for this little like explanation of the thing. Do you have other questions regarding, well, maybe other than solving the mistakes, but other like more general questions about the TGM1 GM grade?
Well, maybe we just should play another game or something.
Okay, sure. I'll play.
So everyone viewing can also have a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah, they can have a little more input on how it works. I actually try going like.
They don't have to watch us talking for.
Yeah. Well, I have a pretty long beard. I kind of was supposed to shave it, but I was too lazy doing that. So they see my face. It's like, I don't know. I really didn't do a lot of effort trying to. Oh my god. Yeah, a game is better, I guess. If I'm trying to go as fast as possible, I tend to rage a lot against the game, because really, like. So that's like an additional feature when it comes to. Oh my god, that is not good. That is not good at all. Come on! Oh yes, perfect. That was just pure luck. Yeah, so that's an additional feature when it comes to TGM1. Trying to speedrun it demands that you stack as high as possible in the very beginning, and that is, as you can see, not safe.
I try to get a bit away from the habit currently.
Yeah.
Because I'm dying too much.
Yeah.
Getting close to interesting parts.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
100 or sometimes.
No, that's like really dangerous. I wouldn't advise anyone goes for that. It's really a thing for later when you get more consistent and you want to get like better times with your GMs. The thing that you really should make sure is that, as always, have your seatbelt, and you should make sure that at least two pieces can clear lines, such as more generally is the orange L or the green Z. Oh no, the purple. This guy, the purple guy. Oh come on! So this is very bad because in this situation, there's really not a lot of things that can. Hey, I'm dead. I should. Oh, actually, this could be good. Yeah, so that demands a lot of forethought. Oh my god. I'm so pissed. I actually kind of had it, but if you make a misdrop in the situation, that pretty much equals game over. It's really hard because depending on the misdrop that you do, you just have no other choice but to just expect another line piece to come, and of course, it has a tendency to never come. Because of the way the history works and whatnot. So this is actually not very nice. I really want to make sure that I have, yes, like that, a stack more clean. So that if I'm not sure I'm going to get the line piece, I can do a triple with the L. And then set up for another, like, triple. As long as I'm having this kind of setup for the triple, then it's really best that I keep going like that. If not, then I have to really slow down and make sure that either I can do it, like get back to a situation where I can do triples, or just stop and consider the situation. So I actually didn't do that really properly, and that kind of messed me up in the long run. I'm also realizing I didn't do Tetrises because the little hole that I made in the very beginning is still there. It's still floating around. It's having a good time. Okay, that is better. Yeah, going for speed is it's really frustrating. That demands a lot of calculation. every time your stack is too low, that equals like 1 or 2 seconds lost each time. So that really becomes a problem. Yeah, so there were actually like line clears that I couldn't do there because of the hole in the center. I really don't want to make a line that goes above that hole because that will block my well. Oh, come on. And so I'm very careful not clearing lines. That implies changing my playstyle a lot. So that's the main problem with oh well, whatever. Gravity is way too low at this point, and I want to go fast. So I'm actually misdropping quite a lot. Okay, so that is much better. Sometimes the way you're stacking can be on both sides, as long as what's inside, like the center well, is actually nicely shaped and that it can accept like other pieces than just a line piece, then it's okay to go for it. But it gets more complex because sometimes the piece that you're currently having doesn't fit neither on the left nor on the right, and that can be a problem. Okay, I actually have to be really fancy with my moves there because this is really not good. Yeah, so here I just whatever stack on top of that, and then hope that I find something nice. Yeah, I'll do with that. That's also a thing when it comes to speedrunning this, like trying to go for as good as time as possible with this game. You have to go as fast as possible, and sometimes your fingers don't like that, nor does your stick, and that implies a lot of misdrops, and some misdrops in the game are completely unrecoverable. So that's why I don't speedrun this game as much as I initially wanted it to be.
So you're still trying to get below 10 minutes.
I actually got below 10 minutes once. It was like a 9:51 at Eindhoven. I should actually upload that video.
Oh.
Yeah, I was very surprised because I had given up on TGM for a lot of time, and I am not getting the line piece. There we go. And for some reason it just popped out of the blue, and I thought maybe it can get like better times and whatnot, but it's insanely hard. Speedrunning this game really, like with everything I've said. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens when you try to go for time. Right. That's a real problem. I think I've got sub 10 minutes twice. After that, I actually managed to get like I think it's on this leader, like on this one. It is. So the first one is Jago. He got like a 9:47, and I got a 9:58 after Eindhoven. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have no idea how this works. I have no idea how like going fast works in this game. I just try to do as many Tetrises as possible and try to go as fast as possible, but it's like after all these years, it still happens to be very random, which is really a shame, but yeah. What's the 20G code, by the way?
It's like 8 times down.
And CBA? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the buttons backwards.
Hmm.
So I played it last time so often though.
Yes, I
My
see.
muscle memory.
I see on stream that you use it quite often, actually. That's always a good training.
So I can't exactly say what you have to press. I have to try it out.
Oh yeah, because really, it's not in your muscle. It's in your muscle memory now. It's not in your memory anymore. You just spontaneously do it. No, the way I play it is really unsafe. Also, I'm playing this game pretty much like Terror Instinct, which I just played like a lot of times recently. So I am not playing safe at all. This is looking very horrible, actually. This doesn't look good. If I get a purple, oh, this could do it. Okay, then maybe I can actually get back from that. Oh, I just completely messed it up. Wow, this is really bad, actually. If I can manage to pull my way out of this. Nope. I can't. Yeah. It demands like additional thought in terms of assessing the risks, and that's not a thing that you have in TI. TGM3, you can just look at the 3 previews and you're like, well, obviously the bug is going to be there for me. So yeah,
but
much.
I'm so far away from that, I could never understand more than one preview.
Yeah, yeah. If that happens,
I played other versions where you have like 5 previews or something, and then I'm always messing it up. Like, oh, why isn't this piece coming? Oh, I looked on the wrong side of the. It's the last. It's not the next piece. It's the like.
It's the piece. Yeah. It's the like farthest next piece, so it's not gonna come for a while. I tend to do that with.
So some versions they have really bad UI, and every box looks the same.
Yeah, that's really a problem.
And the whole box looks the same too, and then you have your like if you play one versus one.
Yeah.
The box of your opponent
Oh,
also right.
It blends with your opponent.
Oh no, it was the other guy's piece.
Oh my god, that's really bad. that is really bad.
So he's the one who gets the line piece now. Oh, not too good.
Yeah, I assume you would have a lot of fun with DTET. Have you heard of this? This game has 20 previews.
Yeah, I think I've read on the forums that
yeah.
to have it.
Yeah, I'd really like to be able to play it because it's less and less playable as time flies by because of Windows versions and whatnot. But it's really like you see there's like 20 previews and it looks nuts. The game is like an epileptic test. Like there's effects everywhere, like a lot of moving pieces and lots of like background effects everywhere. And it really looks like a lot of fun in spite of all that, but yeah, it's really, there's 20 previews, you're like, come on, I barely need more than 5 or 6.
Is it a Windows game or is it even earlier?
I think it is a Windows game. I think it runs fine on Windows, the one before 7, I forgot its name. But Windows 7, it actually got much more difficult, and nowadays I think people think that it's pretty much impossible to play it without like trying to emulate the previous trying to emulate the previous versions of Windows. I really want to play it because it looks really fun. It's been made by someone who had like some sort of a vision of I messed up the level stuff. Someone who had some sort of the vision of like TGM, and he was like, well, I don't really like the fact that there are 3 buttons. So there are 2 buttons, and that's not enough. The way you press the 2 buttons sometimes your pieces does a complete 180 over itself. It completely flips, and it does so in like specific occurrences, such as when you press A and B at the same frame. It will do 180, and that actually looks completely nuts. I'm very curious, like what this actually looks like. But the way this looks, it looks unplayable. But I really want to like really try it for myself and see if this is really as unplayable as it looks like. Yeah, previews are really important actually. If you like, do you play a bit of TGM3 or you just like essentially go for TGM1?
Currently, I'm almost always playing TGM1.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm doing some tests because
It's the best. It's the best mode
it's really
ever.
fun.
It's the best thing ever, really. I really love
Yeah,
it.
but for now I can't. I cannot play at 300.
Mm,
I can barely play at 200.
yeah.
But at 300, I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's a it's a hard game mode. Possibly one of the like the least consistent ones to actually get good at. It is extremely marathon unsafe, but it's really a lot of fun. Generally, well, I used to when I began playing TGM, playing a bit of the like all the 3 different episodes from time to time, and well, I don't know why, but I just found out that whenever I was actually getting worse by training hard at a mode, I would actually become stronger on the other modes. Like there would be at some point in the day a mode where I would be good at. Maybe TGM2, maybe 1, maybe 3, and I had to discover which one it was.
Yeah, it's something also.
Yeah.
If I go back to another game after playing one month only TGM1, then I also improved in the other games.
Yeah. Like having breaks on specific modes actually, I guess it kind of improves your level at TGM. Ooh, I actually passed the first half while playing fast, which is really good. I'll actually gladly take 5:30 as a time because this game can be very trolly sometimes. But I think training in TGM3 is pretty good. It actually gives you a lot of perspective about how to use the previews. And once you actually like know effectively how to use the previews, you understand like the amount of power that you have. You are really empowered. It's just like it's nuts. Because like no situation is bad pretty much. Okay, this is really bad actually. Oh wow. Okay. What? That cleared no lines. I don't understand what's going on. I need a line piece, yeah, just to put this here. And now I need, yep, a Z or a T. Both work fine, so we're still in the clear. I'm not gonna go for time at this point because it would really be, well, it would really be suicidal at this point.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Yeah, the like T-spin triples, well, the triple spins with the T, they really help a lot. Oh my god, I thought that was clearing a line. I misread that. I have a tendency to, yeah.
I have that a lot too. Like, oh no, I put the eyepiece in the long thing, but nothing happens.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, you want to breathe. You want to breathe. Like you want some room to actually breathe and have the line clear animation so you can think. And then the game is like, nope. What's your next move? Come on, give me an answer. I'm actually gonna block the next block.
If you have a lot of holes, The
Yeah,
maps of
exactly.
oh, there was. So after you died, you see it. Oh, there was the hole.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh no, my
And you
stack can't be
never.
like that. There's no way it was actually this bad. I don't approve of this.
Yeah, when I started playing faster, then at sometimes I placed a piece,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I'm concentrated on the next one,
Mm-hmm.
and then some pieces later it didn't go where I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
So I placed it completely blind. You don't do that if you start
Yeah.
playing Tetris, but if you try to improve your speed, that's
Yeah.
uh,
No,
that's good to
that's
know.
actually
And
that's
you
actually a good
input
idea.
it and you don't look at the results. And then later you see
Oh, this
it didn't work out.
it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work out so well.
So in my mind it's placed correctly, but when I look at the screen, it's
Yeah,
somewhere else.
but I think that's a good training still. And in TGM3, I actually look at the previews most of the time when I'm really focused, because the way the color system works, sometimes you get it kind of confused. It's really nice to be able to have a clear view of your previews. Oh, I actually got really lucky with the level stuff. I was about to get posed. I did something really bad. I think the fatigue kind of plays a role in there. But, I'm actually.
If you want to, I can try to share my screen and then
Yeah, definitely.
watch one of my games. I never tried it with Skype.
Hmm. I can try. I can try getting that and try to record it, so I can get back like on it right after.
You could also look at Twitch, but I think it's too.
Oh, yeah, sure. So how would this work? You would play it on Twitch, and then you would stop the recording, and then I would actually get the VOD. Oh no, that would be too weird. I guess we can share screens with Skype at the same time you're actually playing the stream, and I would see. Generally, there's like, well, it's always nicer if I can. Have you seen you've seen the Fuminizer, right? The thing that actually turns the videos into diagrams made by Steadshot. I really want to use this little machine so I can, do it like and show me your videos. But oh, that's actually kind of an okay run that I have. I'll stop after this one, and I'll actually watch your videos, like your plays.
Oh, I think I know now where the right option is.
Sorry? Oh man.
I found the share screen option.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty useful in Skype because you don't have the delay that Twitch actually has.
Yeah, we can just try this one.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, so right now I'm actually playing very safe, but I don't want to pose myself because of wanting to make too many Tetrises.
Yeah, I was also once talked a bit to Steadshot.
Mm-hmm.
I was also very impressed by his skill.
Yeah, right. No, that was like.
I did a small Tetris clone.
Mm-hmm.
So and he played it like twice as fast as I could at this time.
Yeah.
And he also said like, if you do like this and this, it's doing something wrong.
Yeah. No, Steadshot really the Fuminizer that he gave was like a huge help because using Fumen to actually like analyze some of the games, it's really it really matters, especially to show everyone what you are currently thinking of when it comes to like specific moves. Eventually, that's like all that matters to solve like specific holes, like the one that I just actually solved. You want to see all the possible solves, and that really helps you like grinding out those last little the final grades.
Yes, to put something in that so it detects your screen. So
Yeah.
Like another program and find the right position.
Yeah, just need like some extra plugins, and then.
Also, someone made something where he changed, but then you would have to play with an emulator.
Which one?
Emulator to output the everything you input.
Oh.
And then I think it could make a movement from there.
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't know exactly how it's done.
I think it's also possible to do it without having to emulate anything, as long as there's a way for you to catch up to catch the inputs of the arcade stick.
But I don't know if it was done with the inputs or if they read the memory of the game. You could also read memory from the real board. I think that would be. So you would.
I guess.
You need some hardware wizard to do that.
Yeah, this is a lot of wizardry. That is also why I love tool-assisted speedrun videos. .net, .org? No, .net. Testvideos.org. They do a bunch of tool-assisted speedruns, and they actually have managed to actually not only use it make them verified on emulators and such, but also actually verified on console by having the robot replaying the inputs, and that is crazy. That demands a lot of technical knowledge about the way consoles work. That's gonna be my advertising to testvideos.org, but it's a great website. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna try solving this. I still need an orange L right away. Yeah, so I can It is very important that if I make holes, that they stay as close to the sides as possible.
So this spin with the L that's beyond what I can understand.
Yeah, that one is really weird.
This one I would have to look up in the video.
Yeah, that one is really weird. It has to do with it doesn't always work. It depends on how you actually set up the if it can go to the right, then it will go to the right and it will snap and just completely mess everything. So you have to check the way first. There's the guide on oh man, level stop. Okay, better. Yeah, there's the guide that explains a bunch of things, and I think it is mentioned like this specific rotation is mentioned in the TGM guide. You know about the TGM guide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, you wanted to say?
Maybe I have to revisit it because
Yeah, it never hurts to just see it again from time to time. Sometimes there are a lot of things that I actually didn't even think
there
of.
seems to be a specific rotation rule for L and J's.
Yes.
So if there's some piece in the middle or something, then it won't rotate.
Yeah. That one. That one is really a problem.
I think I didn't understand this when I read it the first time, so I
Yeah.
didn't know it basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I read about it on the forums or somewhere, and I was surprised that it had a special rotation rule.
Yeah, the rotation rules are really, they're really weird. They're very, like, they have a lot of constraints. But the ones with the L and the J's, they're just nuts. They demand a lot of work. Once it's done,
But they have the right amount of constraints.
yeah, that makes the game like faster eventually when it comes to trying to block it at specific places. You know that some parts are going to be pretty important. Oh, I messed it up. I could have. I think it could have gone like sub 1030, but I cleared too many singles near the end. Yeah, once you've like done your research when it comes to like what the pieces can and cannot do, then that gets very like, this is where it gets very interesting. And even then, you could still have like weird rotations that you really don't think of. That's the whole room for improvement that I can think of to make you more consistent TGM on like every mode. Not just TGM1, but all the other ones. Especially death mode, because death mode is just you have to get
from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Since the very beginning, you actually need a lot of options to actually get out of crappy situations without.
When you start playing, the guide doesn't help that much because it doesn't help to know this and that rule if you can't apply it on.
Yeah, exactly.
In half a second.
Yeah, that eventually I don't like know the rules. I just know the layout with the holes, and I know which tetramino I need and what kind of move I need to do to get it to work. And I just associate it with like a specific move with the stick, and I just pull it out. And sometimes it really doesn't work out right because I either messed it up or I just completely like I didn't I didn't actually remember properly the move. But yeah, that's it. That's the final step of solving some very tricky holes like the one that I had. Alright, can share screens.
Okay, I try to.
Yeah.
So it has a red border.
Yeah.
That be correct. So where do I put your? Okay. doesn't matter. So can you see something? Everything has a red.
I don't. For now, I actually don't see anything. Oh yes, I actually do see something. Okay, so I'm gonna try to capture that. That's gonna be a bit weird, but I will try capturing that, and we'll see what it does. No, that doesn't work. That should work a bit better. Okay, so this webcam is turned off. This other one will actually do. And I think after that, I'm gonna go to. I will have to go to sleep. Just watch a bunch of games.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
because, I don't know how it's called in English. It's like crazy people go out to the street and wear some
a strike.
costumes.
A strike or
no.
Wear some costumes? What?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
And it's in Cologne also, and I live in Mainz. So those two cities are famous for it.
Okay, I see. That
It's basically a huge party. So
okay.
and where I work, it's right in the city. So
Okay, I see.
there's like a huge party around my office tomorrow. So they always say just stay at home and take
Yeah,
a day off.
that looks like a sound decision actually. All right, so I can actually see your
Yeah, if it
layout.
works, I can also continue this game
Oh yeah, definitely. If it works, it
because
works.
you're always saying you should never quit the game.
Oh yeah, that's my belief. You should
Yeah, I
you
just
should.
started to so you can see what I'm doing,
Yeah,
and
I
then I
see.
didn't.
I see pretty well. Sometimes it just cuts.
So
Sometimes it
now I have
cuts,
to
but
finish it.
yeah, carnival. Yeah, I guess that's like a carnival. Freaky Bite maybe knows what's like the exact name of. The connection is a bit hard. Not exactly sure if you should uh, lower the bitrate a bit, but I have no idea how it works on Skype. Oh, actually, it's back. Should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So far, so good.
So I try to concentrate on the game
Yeah, sure.
and don't talk so. I can't
Yeah,
talk that much. So
definitely.
also I
Not a problem.
already did a mistake because I talked.
Should be fine actually.
So I just blame it
Yeah.
on my talking. Okay. Good.
Yeah. As long as you need like the blue jay or the line piece was covering that, like uncovering that, so that was good. Okay.
Okay, that's this one I could have put the other way around.
Yeah, the orange ale. I think it was very important that you put it the other way around because this way you would have had less risks. But it's okay. It wasn't too major.
Oh, this isn't too good.
Other one is okay. The orange L was what you kind of wanted.
Yeah, now it's slow, so if
Yeah,
this
you
happens
can
in
make.
a run for TGM, at if you do a mistake at this point,
Mm,
it's really bad.
yeah, I can get the carnival in German. It's Karneval, Fasching. Okay.
Yeah, it's called different everywhere else. I'm not originating from Mainz,
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't even exactly know how it's called. And if you say it wrong, everyone is angry at you. No, it's not called here like that. That's in Cologne. We don't call it like that.
I see. Yeah, well, I didn't know it existed at all. So, well, I'm
So now I
learning new
made an
stuff every
overhang.
day.
So I have to do another overhang.
Mm, yeah, so that one works. It works perfectly well, actually. Uh, the O would have also done the job, so that's cool.
So I need an L and J over there.
Yeah. So the left side is really
I think
stable now.
I think streaming helped me also in playing because I tried to learn how to call the pieces.
Oh yeah.
So I can now say if I see a hole, I need an L or a J or something,
Mm,
and that also helps
yeah.
in knowing which piece you need. Oh, now it's a bit messed up.
Yeah. So
I
that
I
works,
don't see
but
it.
I think some other moves were valid as
Oh
well.
no.
That would have been good, I think. But that was not an easy hole fix to have. Uh,
Now I need an eyepiece. Oh, lucky
Yeah,
man.
that one works too.
Oh no, I built another eyepiece dependency.
Yeah, the Blue Jay would have worked as well. It just wouldn't have been as pretty,
Oh
but
no.
it would have worked.
So there I. Oh, this one would have.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. As it is.
Now I'm messing. Now I'm messing up.
That's actually not so bad, but the way the stream cuts, it makes it kind of weird. Uh, yeah, the hole on the right was like a huge priority. It kind of
No,
oh
I missed the rotation.
yeah. GB ROMs. Overhangs in low G TGM1 are like a guilty pleasure. Yeah. Freaky bite. In Australia, it isn't a huge thing, but when it's happening, it's flashing there. Yeah, I guess. Something, it seems pretty serious, actually. I had no idea this existed. So what kind of stuff do they do? they, they wear special costumes and whatnot? And that's pretty much it. They just walk down the streets. Very curious how this works. I'm actually gonna look it up.
It's Rosenmontagsumzug. If you want to Google for it.
Oh, okay. Wow. That looks actually pretty serious. That actually looks very serious.
Yes, they take it pretty serious.
Yeah. So there's this guy's face. It's gonna haunt my nightmares, and then it just continues any longer with like some sort of that is very serious actually. I am I am not comfortable at all. All right, that's it. I'm not gonna look it up some more. I've done my research. Uh, but yeah, JB Rams actually pulls out a good point. Overhangs in low G are very dangerous. They shouldn't be used as much as in the like 20G sections, uh, which is kind of which
They
kind of makes it a problem. But
they are not really dangerous have if you just wait until the piece drops.
yeah,
But if you are a bit
well,
if you want to play fast, then
yeah, if you want to play fast, then it becomes
it
really a problem.
it's
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
then you try or move it down another 2 lines.
Yeah.
Should I press down again? Oh no, it was too far.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem, but you can
Yeah,
eventually
if you
run out of
take your time,
options.
nothing bad can happen.
Well, it technically could because like in this situation, it can well buffering. I have a lot of I have connection problems.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you say what I should do, it's like already over.
Yeah,
I
that's the
can
problem.
watch the replay later and
Uh,
understand what you said, even if you
yeah, the
said
main
it
problem is really overhangs. They tend to
6 seconds late.
waste a bunch of time in TGM1. There's quite a bunch of solutions that
You should
yeah.
you should if it's possible to do it clean, it's better to do it without an overhang. But if you have if you can make an overhang or a hole,
Hmm.
which one is better then? Then maybe it's
Uh,
better just
I would go for a hole that I would solve afterwards, unless the hole is in the center, in which case I would go for an overhang, pretty much. This is looking good. This is good. This is a good move. Yep, and then All right.
So I'm going to
yeah, it's kind of okay.
the situation on the bottom for now.
Oh yeah, the situation at the bottom is just perfectly fine. You can leave it be. It's just two holes and they're just completely to the sides, so it's really not a problem.
Oh, it's.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It should be fine. Yep, like that. That's good.
That's not good.
You have the T or the S to save you. That the O block shouldn't have been there, but you wanna keep it strong. Yep, good. That's good. And then
Oh no, I should have waited for the dust to kick in.
it should be fine. Yep. Yes. Yes. Nah. Too bad. Yeah, that's some good things. The rest of it is just mainly what I've explained. I'm trying to
I'll try one last game.
yeah, I'm trying to highlight where I would roughly put the
What is the-
pieces on stream, but
Yeah, that's okay. I can look it up later.
yeah, that part was really needed to be taken care of, so that's fine. Yeah.
Oh no.
Um,
So much for being more.
yeah, careful with that. It just happens. Misdrops are a thing in TGM. They they are constantly there. Um, generally, I think of generally applying the little thing. That is correct.
Oh.
Ah man, that was a good those were some very good moves. But misdropping at this stage is yes, that is very good.
Yeah,
That
I
that
have
was
a
a
tendency to mess up
oh
when a solution is coming up.
yeah.
So when the
That
last
doesn't work.
when I
It doesn't go all the way up to the left. Yeah, there were some good moves, but
when I have to put the last piece, then I mess up the last piece.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, I try to do it a bit slower now. But the stack's already.
That is a problem. That is yeah.
I
Yeah.
also realized I'm relying on the J every time.
Yeah.
I can build something bad where I need a J to solve it. I'm like this.
Yeah, that is
I have no problem to do it.
yeah. It really should be taken care of because that can be really problematic near the end.
Because I'm always thinking, yeah, the J will come. J will come for sure.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it just doesn't. That's the brutal nature of
Yes,
this game.
that's the problem.
That was good actually. You don't you this time you didn't need the J. You put it to a place that didn't make you need to use it again. That's good. Time
Yeah,
is good.
so I realized I'm doing this, but I don't know what to do against it.
Hmm.
Because I know that that's wrong.
Yeah, it takes time, especially when it becomes a habit. You just need some sort of special, well, ways of forgetting about this move. I generally think of them when I'm not playing the game. I think of how I should change some habits about the game. Generally, watching my own videos, that it helps a lot, noticing what really went wrong. That helps too.
No.
Yeah, that one actually created that. Would have used some other blocks. Oh wait, actually, that's good. Just need a line piece now. Line piece, yes.
No, that's not nice.
And level stop. But you're still good on time, actually.
Oh no, everything is.
Yeah, the O block had nowhere to go because of the way it was placed.
Oh no, this was wrong.
I think it's okay.
So I bid another time. I needed the J.
Yeah. And again, well, it should work eventually. This one is actually not so bad.
Okay. Oh, that's not too good. Oh, I can do it.
Yeah, it's doable.
I was lucky there.
Yeah, the J had a special place to go, but it's kind of
I
hard
need
to
another
notice.
J.
Um,
Oh, I could have fixed
yeah,
it.
you could have fixed it with the L, but the O works as well. And then, yep.
So now I need the green piece.
Yep. The O would have solved it, but still works. Put it here, and then
So now I just need
another
J.
J. Yeah. I wouldn't have. I would have tried some other moves. I would have tried some other blocks than the J. Like the O. The O was also working in this case. To like give some leverage and clear some lines so you can breathe some more. But yeah, the J was like the kind of the final piece, I guess. This is gonna be the last game. After that, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna get some food.
I guess it won't take that long.
Come on, man. This is the run. This is the earn. There's 10 or 11 people watching you. You can do it.
I need something.
Fumin quiz to compare people's intuition during difficult situations. I guess that's a good, interesting idea. I really wanted to have that done at some point, like chess problems, but in a different way. No, I'm not doing video analysis again. It is close to video analysis, but it's it's not exactly how it works. It was more of a Q&A session, I guess. Hey, Enchantress.
Yeah, it was very interesting for me.
Well, I'm glad it was useful for you. I hope you will, like, you have to get GM within the next 15 minutes, or else, just quit the community. I mean, come on. No, it's all good. But yeah, I hope it will be some sort of help, especially in the long run, trying to get more consistent in the
I
game.
did another space for the J.
Yep. Yeah, that really becomes that can really be a problem, but it's actually well, it actually is not too bad. well, yeah, it can kind of become a problem, but sometimes you really have to make that
So
whole.
now I built a else piece spot with the L.
Mm.
No, with the J. So that's especially bad.
Yeah. But
Because
yeah.
it's the piece which
Mm.
is least likely to come. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. It's funny how you don't try to cope with some of the weaknesses right away. Yeah, that's good. That's a good solve. Just keep with. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Yeah.
Oh no, I know.
No. Yeah. Yeah. When you've done
Yeah,
a
the
whole.
idea was to solve the hole immediately.
Yeah.
But it's also very risky, I guess.
It's very risky. You just you need to commit to it to the very end, and if you don't get it, then it really becomes a problem. Mouse control TGM.
Okay.
Yeah, that becomes more stable. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So is this wrong?
That's okay. I would have gone for the left side, but it's still it's not too bad. As long as you have that little like thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I
still
know.
it's a bit dangerous, but
Oh no. I hoped I could
ah,
put it over.
too bad. Well,
Yeah.
no, it was I hope that actually helped you like seeing a bunch of stuff. You might see the mouse controlled TGM stream a bit later. Uh,
Yeah, thanks for watching.
yeah, well, it's
Folks,
my pleasure.
and
Thanks to everyone actually for watching. I don't know how many people are there, but it's been a very nice little thing to do. Don't know.
so now everyone who watched your stream had to watch my bad games.
Oh, it's perfectly fine actually. It's quite interesting because it shows that it's really a bunch of like slight difference in
Yeah,
decision making.
I'm really lacking the consistency, especially in the beginning.
Hmm.
Like like mostly between 200 and 400, I do some unrecoverable mistake,
Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much
or
what happens.
just several simple mistakes
Hmm.
which just accumulate.
Yeah, I see. It gets better eventually. Like it just demands practice is all, but it eventually gets better. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes it just works, so I have to find out why it sometimes works so much better. Like
Yeah.
so I think it was yesterday. I
Hmm.
just said, oh, I just play one last game. So it's I came home.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's play one game before I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
So and I didn't even put on the sound, so it was how it sound.
Yeah.
And I made a new personal best.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's just it's kind of random. The way it works, it's just sometimes you have the game and sometimes it just you have a whole day of like very nice training and you don't get anything done. It kind of happens. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure you'll get it soon. I should be watching whenever possible uh, to see. I hope there was some help in any case. I think
Yeah, it was great. Well, great evening for me.
that's good. That's good. All right, that's gonna be it for this little
I also
extra
had a
stream.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
I
I'm
so
sorry.
I said I also had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty it was pretty nice. Now I know there's a carnival in in in
So I at least could teach you one thing in return.
yeah. I saw some very disturbing images that maybe you'll see on stream if you see it again. But that was very interesting in terms of cultural aspects. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. All right. We'll actually cut this off. Thanks everyone for watching. It is much appreciated. Thanks for being there at TGGC. This was video analysis of TGM, I guess, and well, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Have a nice one, everyone.
Just stay off.
Bye.